selected. Ready, teams, enter, 3, 4, JF, Eastern, Cincinnati, We're, Air Force, J, ready. Notification, ALLBOUDJERF, Home Team Selection Miami Hurricane, ready. Teams, entering team settings screen, offensive playbook option is set to Michigan. Teams, ready. Home Team Selection Miami Hurricanes.
A top 25 crash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Entering play call screen. Normal.
The Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 make split, there are 7 categories, you have 9 options, cover 1 SS splits is selected.
Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Entering.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll run play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Open spaces. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Entering play formation.
Man, this guy is so rewarding as an offensive coordinator. When the play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
The run to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go right back to it. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Formation.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down.
Pass.
Might be changing the route. Has to get there to move the sticks. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the decision to go for it on fourth down pays off. They get it. Expect them to go fast here down close to the goal.
And challenge play. Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your pair to resume online game. Cancel. Entering.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal.
Yes.
Here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Miami!
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have valve options. Mesh battery selected.
The lone back's got it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Runs through the tackle. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Empty and slot rail.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop it at the 26.
9 options. Cover 1 SS blitz is selected.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Shows him the stiff arm. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Nicholson. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Canes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
Options with slot out is selected.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter. And QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. This one's complete. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Going over the top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
They're working that left side. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
Zone fake jet. Medium pass. Mesh. Inside zone. There are 11 categories. You have 38 options.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Inside zone.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Kane. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Entering play call.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback running on the drop. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Entering play call.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
5 categories. You have 4 options. Quick slot out is selected.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Fitted in the window for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
There are 2 categories. You have 2 options. Onside kick is selected.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Option is stack. There are 7 categories. Song blitz free.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. There he goes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things.
That's a nice-looking run, man. What a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Canes with the 1st and 10.
Give cushion.
Here we go. Looking for a crease to the left. Powers through the defender. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this?
Entering paused screen. Resume. Entering. Cancel. Pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel. Entering play call.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14.
Yes.
The give to the left. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Entering paused screen. Entering cancel pop. Entering cancel. Entering cancel pop. Entering cover 4 quarters.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
40, 4, 3, 5. Nickel. Time. Discussion. 3 to 4. Auction is auction. Time. Rush. There are 3 categories. Cover 1 Robert Press. Cover 4 quarters.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Pass.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Entering play call.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Snatches it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The give to the back.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Caught near the sticks. It's Hart. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from the safety.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got it on the run. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Inside zone, there are 11
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll send the back in motion.
Hot rates.
Trying to pound it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Mesh spot.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go into halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the back. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete.
There are 7 categories. You have 15 options.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Offense calls the timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
From go, option is set. Edge blitz 3. Option, hot blitz. Option is set. Cover 4 pawns.
Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Snagged out of the air. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
You have 15 options.
So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
There are 8 categories.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Entering pause. Normal.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. And the returner will be knocked down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Flood switch fade is selected.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Close. Close. Close.
Back to pass. Uncorks it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Normal. You off trick double K. Double bait. Trick dot. Mesh. A. Do. Punch. FK empty slant empty and FK toss empty slants empty and G FK toss slide.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
There are 8 categories. You have 9 options. Slot trail
After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking a shot, to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Entering
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Working that left side now. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Enter stick.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Skips away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target.
Entering posts. Entering cancel.
One's open. Throw it away and look to play another day.
Texas.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, nice job by the defense.
Entering pause. Entering cancel pop. Entering.
Back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Takes a hit as he fires. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Canes will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return.
Categories, you have 4 options, quick slot out is selected.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Did the work himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And you're seeing here the difficulty these defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Entering play call.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
There are 6 categories. There are 7 subcategories. Option, concept, split. There are 7 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 1 SS. Give cushion.
They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up the 5.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over, and you saw it on that play.
Entering paused screen. You have 9 options. Resume. Entering play call.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Entering play call. Split. There are 7 categories. You have 9 options. Hot blitz 3 is selected.
Now on 2nd down.
Give cushion.
Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Off the play fake. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it.
There are 5 categories. You have 4 options. Which slot out is selected.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. first down. He unleashes a long one. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
There are 7 categories. You have 15 options. Tampa 2 is selected.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Still on his feet at the 40. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
There are 7 categories.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
Oftentimes in play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There are 11 categories. You have 38 options. HB Sting is selected.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got his man downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Flushed out of the pocket. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1-possession games. QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football, to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late now, down by the goal line. Just
into the end zone he goes into this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Suggestions. There are
you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. West Virginia is running away with this one. Give that O an A+, and belt out another verse of Country Roads. They're up by 21 over UMass. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
There are 6 entering. With menu pop-up, what would you like to do? A new opponent.
All of it.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play.
Option is set. 3 dot. Cover 3 man. Option is set to. Give cushion.
They'll try the left side. At the 35, he's got room. Powers through. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
There are 7 categories.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football.
There he goes to the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A 3rd down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back, and an opportunity like this.
I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his back in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good solid pickup on that play. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions. Recruiting is selected. You have 5 entering overview screen. And yes. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions. Coach CFP team schedule.